it is panning out to be an awesome week number 2 as the Bobcats getting ready to take on the Cedar Rapids Jefferson Jayhawks tonight. All right, so the ball teed up at the 40. Luis Monghay set to kick it away. 5 kickoffs, no touchbacks last week. See if he can get his first of the season, and it looks like he just might. No, to the 5-yard line. It will be fielded by Cedar Rapids Jefferson and brought down at the 25-yard line. Brings a man in motion, handoff right up the gut. Ragland's going to come up with a stop. A gain of 1. It will be 4th and 1 as Cololero, his first carry of the night, only picks up 1. And here comes the special teams unit for the Jefferson Jayhawks. Ragland, 2 really solid tackles right there on that defensive possession.
What we saw last week, this is a really game Bobcat defense. This is a good Duncan Furch defense, and they showed up. They were stout on that.
Kyle Smith is back to return for the Marshalltown Bobcats. And the punt is away, and Kyle Smith will call for the fair catch at the 33. And offside, Jefferson jumps, and it's a first down. Bobcats going hard count. A little bit of a groove as 3rd and 1, a QB sneak, and that will pick it up as Hayes drives forward for a gain of about 1.5 yards. Griesel comes in motion. Handoff England. He's trying to go around right tackle. He will fight through a seam for the first down to the 29-yard line. And England, very patient runner. We saw him last week do that. And right there, he lets the block set up and then shot through a gap to get down to the 29 and move the chains.
Just, you see him right here off that right side, waiting. He's right behind number 68 for the Bobcats. Just waiting.
Welcome back to Leonard Cole Field. Brandon Lewis, Dylan Dose alongside me. 2:52 to go in the opening quarter of play, and the Bobcats have had about a 7-minute possession right now. I mean, this is how you draw it up. Although you have 2nd down and 15, ball resting on the 35-yard line in Jayhawk territory after a big loss by Smitherman. Been told that head coach Adam Goodvin not liking maybe the hustle out there as of right now.
A little bit too slow. Got to get in there, be ready to rock and roll.
Ragland is rocking and rolling back into the game, and here goes Hayes to the air for the first time tonight. Caught by Kyle Smith at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Kyle Smith. Bobcats strike on their opening drive of the game for 6.
Holy cow, when you running the ball that effectively, that pass is going to be open. Jacob Hayes stuck to it on a crossing route from the fellow junior Kyle Smith, able to high point the football and outrun the rest as a Jayhawk is injured around the 19-yard line.
Using his basketball moves to his strength right there, jumping up and grabbing that one and just down the near sideline for that touchdown. But a huge play for the Bobcats, striking for 6 right there as Jacob Hayes meeting with Kyle Smith, all fired up there on the near side.
Not missing tackles, but staying home and getting Nenau on the ground right after he caught it.
Benda puts a man in motion. Cololero will get the handoff, fights off Smitherman, puts a head down, runs over a Bobcat. He's up near midfield before he's pushed out of bounds, and Cololero strikes. Cololero, 120 yards on 15 carries and a touchdown last week against Muscatine. And right here we look at the replay, and boy, there was just good blocking downfield. He got the edge, and really it was just the Smitherman broken tackle that sprung him for a big gain. Benda, for the first time tonight, will be underneath center. Cololero's the deep back. Brings Snowdy, the 3rd, in motion. He's on the right side of the line. And Cololero misdirection. He's going to run over Wilder and carry Wilder for a first down run. He's over the 40, down to the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line in Bobcat territory, far side hash. Pitch out near side. Cololero finds a seam. He gets past Ragland, runs over Kyle Smith, and carries a Bobcat in Wilder down inside the 20. Benda out of the shotgun now. Cololero to his right brings Snowdy in motion from right to left. Handoff. Snowdy gets a good block. Cololero outside the tackles and finally slung down at the 10-yard line. Thank you, Jeff Brooks, as the Jayhawks offensively, they go to the end zone. It's in there for a touchdown pass, 10 yards out, and it looks like they find Jermaine Robinson for the touchdown.
They had a little bit of trouble in the kicking game last year, and they do that again here.
Fire drill, they'll throw it out in the flat, and this one will be no good, so that will remain 7-6 our score. Hayes underneath center on third down. End around to Sam Griesel. He's got the 30, and it looks like he's got the first down as well. And so on third down and 3 yards, Griesel has 4 to move the chains. And last week, Sam Griesel, his first varsity touchdown, he had 2 carries for 33 yards. 8.5 minutes to go in this quarter, and that's a run to nowhere up the middle by the Bobcats. A late flag flies in, though, from the near side official on that pile, so not quite sure what happened down there as the officials will get together, but it was 3rd and 5, and that's about what it's going to be. Maybe a half-yard gain by Ragland right there, and so bring up 4th down, but it looks like we do have a personal foul on the Jayhawks, and that is going to bail the Bobcats out. Bobcat reverse to Smitherman. He's got a seam at the 50, slung around to the 40, and could be near a first down when it's all said and done on 2nd and 17. Smitherman redeems himself. 4th and 1, Bobcats will go for it. Jacob Hayes stood up, but spins off. It looks like he might have the first down as the coaching staff is pointing for the first down. Be even more trouble. Man in the flat, England falls down. Scrambling is Hayes. A late pass. England makes the catch inside the 30. He'll pick up the first down at the 28-yard line. And the Bobcats find luck as England fell down, got back up, and makes the catch for the first down. They might measure this, but it's going to be right at the markers. And here we see the replay on KFJB-TV as he falls down, just gets tripped up.
But you then look at the athleticism and the poise of Jacob Hayes. He gets able to elude the rush, and the sophomore, Tyler England, trips coming out, but he doesn't give up on the play. And that's a big deal. A lot of sophomores, a lot of second, when you only have one game under your belt, may give up on that or hang their head. Tyler got right back into the play, a big first down.
All right, we are under 4 minutes now in the second quarter, 7-6. Bobcats are leading it by 1 in Jayhawk territory.
Oh, no.
A fumble on the snap. Jayhawks get in there, and I think they may have it. And easily recovered, and it's the big man. He loves the football. Nelson Evans, 2 fumble recoveries, an interception for a touchdown a year ago, and he'll let everybody here at Leonard Cole Field know about it.
He's very good at football. Jacob never had the football coming out from underneath center.
Wow. Yeah, he just jumped back right away. And, yeah, just there. And Nelson Evans did his best basketball box-out move right there.
Yeah.
2nd down and 12. Benda goes to the air, finds a man in the flat, and out just before midfield as that one is going to be caught, and that will move the sticks. As coming up with the catch, it's all hair, but it's Anthony Christodoulio who makes the catch.
And he just ran that across the field and had Schoenfelder. It's hard to guard somebody all the way across the field.
Benda back to the air on 1st down and 10, and pick. Kyle Smith reads it at the 40, up near midfield and pushed out of bounds. Saw that one coming from a mile away. His first interception on the season. Kyle Smith having a night, already a touchdown reception, and now a pick.
Oh, my goodness. It all came. Benda got hit right in the chops. You see there getting through. Davis Ragland comes in, causes the ball to float a little bit. Kyle Smith read it and was able to come in, swoop in. See how aggressive are they? Are they going to go to the air again where Jacob's 2 for 2?
Hayes has it end around to Sam Griesel. He might have a seam. He cuts it back inside. Did not bounce it outside. He's brought down at the 45. A pickup of 3 and a timeout. So 4th down and 6 it brings up for the Bobcats. Punt is away down to the 20-yard line. A pretty good one for Jacob Hayes. As Ninow will back off of it, and it's inside the 20. Ashar Cololero stands to the left of his quarterback in Vernon Benda, and they'll pass out to the near side into the flat. Dayton Guy, the tight end, runs over a Bobcat, but he's out of bounds just over the 25. Shotgun formation for Benda, brings a man in motion. That's Ninow. Wide receiver sweep. Good read by Wilder, but misses on the tackle. Sidesteps the defender over midfield and steps out of bounds. And it's going to be a first down for LJ Ninow. see Xavier Anderson out for the year with an ankle injury right there in the middle of that student section, cheering on his team here tonight. As I know he's in good spirits, but tough way to end your senior year for football. But good crowd on hand. The band is getting anxious down there in the east end zone. It's 2nd down and 16. 46 seconds to go before halftime. Jayhawks with a football on the near side hash. Benda in the shotgun. Trips to the near side. He's going to roll out to the far side. Pressure off the edge by Ragland. And Smitherman just misses on a pick. Nenow makes the catch over the 45-yard line. Jayhawks drop back to pass. Pressure. Benda fires over the middle of the field. Is caught down at the 22-yard line. Brought in, as that's going to be brought in by Lucas Renard. And the Jayhawks are down the field. They will spike this one with 11 seconds to go before halftime at the 22-yard line. Ball in the middle of the field for Benda. He has 2 wide receivers to each side of the formation. Cololero stands to his right. Benda drops back, looking near side, pump faking. Now fires a wobbler. Can they get there? Bobcats collide with Dayton Guy, who is going to draw the pass interference. Officials getting together and talking this one over. Pass interference is going to be the first one on the Bobcats. Taunting on Jayhawks. Wow, okay. So I saw Griesel kind of looking, but maybe he was just wondering what was up. So Jayhawks get the pass interference, but then the unsportsmanlike conduct came after the play, so it really cancels everything out almost.
As I understand, it may actually benefit because the pass interference is in play, and that should be half the distance just because of where they are. But the unsportsmanlike...
Well, they're at the 22, so I don't think that...
So that would be halfway, so it would go to the 11, and then because it's a dead ball, it'll be 15 back, so it should go to the 26. So it's actually a 4-yard pickup for the Bobcats, as weird as that is.
Yeah, you're right.
It's a benefit.
26
it's a plus
is where that will go.
For us. That's the way you do it.
So 5 seconds to go, and they're going to line up Gazabizzo for a long field goal attempt. This one's going to be a 44-yard field goal attempt for Burton Gazabizzo. And last year, he was 1 of 5, and his one make was a 32-yarder. So this is going to be a long one for number 0. Gazabizzo's got the most drip of any kicker I've ever seen.
Yes.
As
that looks
the
good.
younger people. He's a good-looking kicker. The one leg sleeve, that's confidence, folks.
The Angel Reese of high school kickers.
So ball spotted at the 33. It's a 43-yard field goal attempt by Burton Gazabizzo. Fire drill brought down at the 30, and that will end the first half as the Bobcats take advantage of a special teams miscue and take a 1-point lead into halftime.
Whew. Quite the first half.
That was action-packed, to say the least.
That's action-packed for 13 points. In total, we had the highs and the lows, but the Bobcats with the 1-point lead.
Well, a beautiful night for football here at Leonard Cole Field as those young ladies, I don't think they're quite enjoying the football game, but they are enjoying company here tonight. But we are enjoying your company tonight here, Dylan. We've been treated to a really good first half of action. Dylan, give a wave to all of our fans at home. Hey! Getting ready for our second half kickoff as the Bobcats will receive. They lead at 7-6. Ragland the back. Griesel comes in motion, handoff to Ragland. A bit of almost a veer right play to get Ragland a little bit more outside than just going right up the middle. Smith still split out to the near side. Ball on the far side hash. Fake the handoff. A pitch out to Smitherman. Kind of has to have him leaning back, but he's going to get to the edge outside the numbers. And as he gets up to the 30, just a hair over it, he'll pick up the first down for the Bobcats. 3rd and long, a late handoff to Smitherman, and that play was eaten up, and it seems like some halftime adjustments were made And the Jayhawks are blowing up plays before they even get started here. As 2 plays in a row lose the Bobcats yardage, they're now back to the 25-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and 15. A loss of 2 on that play as Hayes is back to punt.
And if I am Jacob Hayes, I am punting as far away from knee now as I possibly can.
Good snap. Punt will wobble up to the 40-yard line and take a Jayhawk bounce. And that's not going to net a whole lot as it bounces and hits at the 40, back to the 38-yard line. So not a great punt, only a punt of
12 yards.
12 yards. But 2nd and 7 for the Jayhawks out of the timeout by Ed Miles. And they have all the momentum right now as they are deep in Bobcat territory. And Cololero with a big seam, bust all the way through down to the 30, inside the 30 at the 26-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Jayhawks. 4 wide receivers split out, bend to the far side of the field, and right at the sticks, it's a 1st down for Dayton Guy. The tight end catches it, and out right at the 15-yard line as they get into the red zone. Ball resting in the middle of the field for Benda. He's got 4 wide receivers all packed in tight. High snap. Benda drops back, looks to the near side. Beautiful catch by his tight end and Guy. A one-handed catch. He's going to get down inside the 5, marked at the 3. Benda underneath center. And he'll hand off Cololero, looking to stretch it out to the far side of the field, and he has 6 as he blows by Smitherman into the end zone. And the Jefferson Jayhawks take their first lead of the night. Benda underneath center. 3 backs in the formation. And a pitch out to the far side to Cololero. We'll see if the Bobcats can pursue well. Cololero runs over a Bobcat, dives to the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is good. It's 14-7. Kyle Smith to the bottom side of your TV screen here as Ragland gets the handoff on 2nd down and 4. And Jayhawks just blowing up the play right there. Hayes taps his center, will get underneath center. England is the running back. Hayes looks to the air, dancing around and eating up. Back to the 25-yard line. Clean snap. Punt is away. It's blocked. It's back to the 10-yard line. Hayes scrambling for it. Misplayed by the Jayhawks, but they recover at the 11. And this game has turned on a dime in the second half as the Jayhawks have been getting extreme pressure on the Bobcat offensive line. And now a block punt sets them up on the doorstep after a touchdown drive and a 2-point conversion. Have the Jayhawks up 14-7 and looking to take a bigger lead. But that was just a nice play by Snowdy. We talked about him in the pregame, and he comes up with another big play.
No one came close to touching him. He was unencumbered. Jacob had a little bit of problem with the snap, but I don't know if it would matter.
4 wide receivers split out. Robinson and Niedau to the near side. Benda with Cololero to his right. High snap brings it down, fires out near side. Robinson makes the catch, dives to the end zone. He has his 2nd touchdown of the night. This one, a 10-yard touchdown reception. Hayes drops back, looking to pass to the far side. He's got Smitherman right in between his hands, incomplete. It's 4th and 8, and it's been 2 weeks that have been rough for Smitherman. He's been roughed up tonight. He had -10 rushing yards last week, and you feel for the kid, but that was a great pass, and Smitherman just right between his hands. Right in the breadbasket, as they say, Dylan.
That's tough.
I guess a late flag here on the field. Officials getting together. Holding defense, and that's going to be 10 yards and a 1st down. So the Bobcats get bailed out. Hayes back to the air, and it's a nice catch. Reaching back, Sam Griesel near a 1st down. Makes the catch up at the 35. They mark him just short of the 35. Maybe the penalty will give a little bit of second life for the Bobcats as they're in Jayhawk territory at the 33-yard line. Just 40 seconds remaining in this third quarter, down by 2 scores. Bobcats back to the air. Wide open is Kyle Smith, in and out of the hands, off of his chest, and it's incomplete. That was going to be a huge play to get the Bobcats into Jayhawk territory. Smitherman runs into his quarterback, and that play is going to result in a 15-yard penalty as Smitherman brought down a face mask penalty, but nevertheless, Smitherman just running right into his quarterback. Nobody is on the same page right now. Hayes dropped for a sack. And that's going to bring up a long second down as we head to the fourth quarter. 21-7, all Jayhawks in the third. Second down and 9 for the Bobcats as we start the fourth quarter. Pitch to Smitherman, a double pass. He hits Kyle Smith, and that one's over midfield. It looks like we have a penalty flag after the play, possibly a face mask. And the Bobcats in business after the penalty down to the 28-yard line, 1st and 10. Hayes rolls out to the near side. He's looking downfield, looking for Zane Moore. Zane Moore was held from behind. That should be a penalty. There is nothing on the field. Zane Moore trying to get to the ball, but no penalty. Hayes barks out the signals. He'll drop back to pass. He's looking over the middle of the field. Oh, my Lord. What an interception. It is L.J. Nenow. The wide receiver sometimes plays corner and safety, and a one-handed interception. Jacob Hayes just throwing a ball up. He did not even have Smitherman really open, and that is a bad interception.
He threw it high and behind him. And
Nenow just reaches up and just brings that one down at the 9-yard line. What an interception. Hayes underneath center, hands off. No, keeps it himself. He'll pitch to Smitherman off of his fingertips, drops it back to the 40. And that has happened just too many times in just 2 weeks as the pitches just have not been there. Hayes back to pass. He's got his tight end, Lincoln Barker, makes the catch, breaks the tackle. 40, 30. Barker trying to pull away, brought down inside the 20. Hayes on 4th down and 21. Looking to pass. And Snowdy, we talked about him in the pregame, and he is making an impact late in this one. Jacob Hayes sacked. It's a loss of over 10 yards, and it's a turnover on downs. Back to the shotgun formation, trips to the near side. Benda struggles with the snap, launches one to Nenow, caught at the 20, breaks a tackle inside down, inside the 10-yard line. Back to the air on 1st and goal from the 8, and he hooks up for the first time with Nenow for an 8-yard touchdown pass. 28-7, 2:18 to go in the fourth quarter as the Bobcats trailing to the Jefferson Jayhawks as the Bobcats will drop to 0-2 on the season. Jayhawks going to start the season 2-0. Hard to believe this team was 4-0 a year ago, ranked 5th in the polls, and then went on to lose their last 5. I don't envision this team going on a long losing streak this season. They look really well built. Sam Griesel on an end around. He's going to have a first down. Breaks a tackle, 40, 30. He's loose. He might get there. No, he'll be tracked down at the last second inside the red zone. They'll go for it. They're at about the 1.5-yard line on the near side hash and on the east end zone.
If I'm the Jayhawks, I'm taking this one personally.
Hayes tries to get in for the touchdown on the last play of the game, most likely, reaching for the end zone. Ball comes out late. Officials say it's a goal line stand. Hayes does not get in on 4th and goal from the 1.5-yard line, stretches, but comes up short. Turnover on downs with 13 seconds to go in the game. And a tale of two halves. They dominated the first half, but it's how you finish all 4 quarters. And 28-7, the Jayhawks win it. They improved to 2-0 behind head coach Ed Miles. And the Bobcats now start the season 0-2, just as they did a year ago.
It's the same record. That you do like some things. This is a much more full, competent team than last year's was, but it is the same result. They're just, when there's opportunities to get the big play, the Bobcats are not seizing those opportunities.